you better get your nips braced for impact, because we are about to get some liquid nitrogen, freeze those puppies, and smash them into smithereens. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a sight to see, but maybe you're only going to see it once, which is, I guess, a little upsetting. What we got for you guys today is a pretty redonkulous late-game video where I tried to get all of the Paragons in the game, in single player, all at once, up to max level. That's 4 Paragons up to max level. We're talking about the Dart Monkey, the Boomerang, the Ninja, and the Boat. All up to max level here, guys. And when I say max level, what does that actually mean? Well, if you don't know anything about Paragons, we're going to explain it throughout time here, but just know that I'm going to be spending so much time farming that you're going to see that this is going to get pretty... Alright, well, here we are, guys. We have farmed up the Wuzzle. We got about 1.5 mil by round 100. We have defeated round 100, but we are not set up yet. That's the worst part about all of this. To make this happen, what you have to do is you obviously have to make sure you get a quote-unquote max Paragon in single player already, which would have been a level 76 everybody or a level 79 Dart Monkey. The way to make that happen is by making sure you've got everything covered. And everything covered, it means you need to make sure you have the right amount of pops, which is about 16 million pops for the total type of that tower. And you need to make sure that you have all 3 of your 5th-tier towers up, and you have to make sure you've sacrificed $250,000 worth of those towers inside of everywhere on the map as well. So I'm not really worried about the $250,000 sacrifice. That can be something that we do later on. But for right now, we definitely need to think about it. Well, how are we going to make sure we make all of those other things happen? And sadly, the biggest issue to all of this is mostly poppages. How do you make sure you get this many pops quickly? And that is just not something that's easy to think about whatsoever. So we're going to let our towers kind of go here for a while until we start to get into some major issues here and make sure we kind of just keep up with the placements over here to kind of keep all of our totems going, because we do need a whopping 50 of these guys. Right now I only have, let's just get it down to get it down, I have 20 of my 50. That's where we're at right now. That's how ridiculous this is. At round 104, guys. Redonkulous. So it's going to be quite a while here to kind of get going. But on top of getting all of those things, you need to make sure you get 50 totems in addition. And that is 50 totems times about $20,000, about $1 million. Just to kind of get this all happening. It's kind of crazy. Already, we're having trouble popping balloons, and I have barely 1 million pops on this guy and this guy combined. I've got ninjas that don't have 1 million pops together, all combined. I've got Dart Monkeys who have barely 1 million pops combined, maybe even not even 1 million pops combined together. And that doesn't even include the fact that I don't even have boomerangs that have started to get pops over here. So what I want to do is I want to get things that are going to slow my towers, slow my balloons down so I can kind of get more pops out of them, and that means we're going to go for glue and ice and other things that are kind of let all my towers work together a little bit better. And that'll allow more pops quicker, but doesn't mean I can magically make pops exist. It does take time to make this all happen. Oh, you guys have not pressed the like button by now. Please, please do so. This is a giant pain in the butt. I've tried to do this with 1 Paragon before, where I got it to level 100. Doing up to 4 is just kind of insanity. We're around 142 right now, and we're about to get our 50th totem. If you count them up, hopefully I did it right, but there's 8 times 6 rows here, 8 columns, and you can count them out. Should be 8 times 6. I tried to make it so I didn't have to count it every single frickin' time I wanted to do it. Then I got 2 extras here to make it 50. And then on top of that, though, that's not it. We actually have to do more than that. We have to confirm that we have the right amount of pops for all of our towers. Otherwise, all of these other things that we're building here are actually kind of worthless. And that is the problem, my friends. Usually you wait till about round 160 or so before you decide to get some Paragons, if you're going for max Paragons, because that is the round that I would say you're probably confirmed, if you were doing a decent job throughout the game, to have your pop count up to what you need it to be. But if we look at ours, even if we go for the highest pop counted of individuals at this moment, we've got our Buccaneer here, which is at 5 mil, and another 5 million. So we're at 10 million here. We're close. Maybe in another 10 rounds or so, we might be able to get that last 6 mil. Especially with this pirate lore starting to kind of finally take off here. The popping count with oh my god takedowns is pretty awesome, to say the least. And then our boomerangs here, actually not doing bad either. 7 million for this guy, but then we're really, really low with everybody else. Only about 1 million, and then only about 1 million. Yeah, not quite so excelente, are you, good sir? So we're at about 9 million with those guys, but those guys are not going to get any faster with their poppages, unlike the Pirate Lord, who's going to keep on like exponential growth here and everything. But then when you look at our Dart Monkeys, we're actually doing pretty horrific with Dart Monkeys. We're talking about 1.4 million, and I think I just misplaced these guys. I put them near the bottom here, and I don't know if it's worth it to reposition this guy at this point. I might want to just build one near the front here, because if we look at these guys are not going to get the pops. We're at 2 million, and yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to sacrifice my 1.3 million pops, as sad as that is, and I'm going to put this guy near the front here. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. So let's get another one of these crossbow masters, and I'm going to go for the quick shot still. And we're going to try to overclock this guy so we get the pops on this guy. Even though he will be our last guy that we get, I don't want to just have him be there forever trying to get these pops and just never, ever reach that threshold. So we're taking the hit, and you can see it already is paying for itself. We're already at 200,000 plus at this point, compared to our 1 mil that we had over the course of pretty much the entirety of the game. Kind of insane. All right, anyways, like I said, Geraldo's extra totems here. I would really wish that there was some sort of way that I could position them in some sort of way that would actually make sense and keep them safe or something like that. But right now, we just have to wait. It's going to be 10 rounds of wasted totems here, which is just so sad to see. And I would love to get my Navarch of the Sea as my first one. Very clear, we can see exactly how many pops we have. So our major issue here is going to be how can we afford this many $250,000 worth of water towers. And there's only one way that you can do that. It's with some tubs. Some tubs. So we'll be back soon, and we'll get our tubs flowing so we can get these guys as soon as we're available. Alrighty, folks, this was redonkulous and very upsetting and all that stuff. I had to sell so many farms, it was almost insane, to fit enough of the pools in that allowed me to get enough aircraft carriers to afford everything. I think my math is correct, but it should be $250,000. If just in case it's not, I've got a couple extra totems here that hopefully should get me through what I need to get through. So all of this combined together, plus our 16 million pops, we're almost 10 here, and another... Okay, click on another 7. Clearly over 16 million pops, no problem there. So what I want to do is I want to make sure, I want to confirm that it is actually right. So we're going to wait until the next round starts. And then, as soon as the next round starts, we're going to get our Paragon, make sure and confirm he's level 100, otherwise we're going to exit out, restart, and get more pops or build more things. Either which way, we're going to have to wait it out and see if we can make it happen. All right, round 152, guys. Let's check this out. Let's do it. Here we go. We got to be ready for this, though. Navarch of the Seas. Check that he's a level 100 here. Come on, baby. Give it to me. And there he is. Navarch is level 100. Absolutely beautiful. Stunningly beautiful, guys. I'm very happy with that. Now we can get rid of all these pools. If we want to rebuy some farms, we can, because we're probably going to need a decent amount of money still left over. I've got a lot of plays that I still need to make here, so let's make them happen. So I kind of rushed the Navarch of the Seas, just kind of showing you guys level 100. I have seen a level 100 before, and he is freaking powerful. Look at the pop count. I mean, this is like the late game tower master of disaster. And the reason why I wanted to go for this guy first was obviously because we had a lot of pops with my Buccaneers, which I was lucky to have that, but also because it decreases the lag almost a ridiculous amount. It just sucks up loons and insta-kills them. It doesn't require you to do a lot of stuff to them. They just die. Life is good. Now we're taking down bads and everything with our other towers pretty easily right now, but eventually that will not happen, so we're going to make sure we get other things that can pop bads as well. But in addition, we're going to make sure we can kind of keep on going with our totems here, because otherwise life will not be quite so amazing here. We still need to get the 50 totems, which will take us all the way until round 200 plus before we can get our second set of stuff up. I might have a trick up my sleeve for a little bit later on, but for now, getting class to round 200 is definitely our goal here. Are you guys by any chance curious what round 200 is going to look like here? We'll check out round 199. My Navarch has been carrying me hard so far. My towers are doing a pretty decent job overall, though. Not like they're doing nothing or anything like that. But you can see round 99, it happens. Round 200, though, check this out. Navarch destroys the first reinforced BFB instantaneously. The second, oh crap, he just instantaneously popped it. Oh man, that's supposed to be the hardest round of the game, 200. Usually, that's kind of how it goes down, but not anymore! On top of that, we actually just broke $10 million made today, and we're ready to get our double set of totems here to set us up for deliciousness. So I think we have 45 totems already. We just need another 5. I think 44 totems. Oh, it's hard to count. What? At the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I believe that's 5 totems down in the bottom there. So all we need to do is get another 5 more. So 5 more rounds. We should be ready to get our next Paragon already, which is very exciting. Okay, folks, we're on 207 here. We're about to pop our reinforced bat here. Check it out, though. This guy's getting very far in the map, if you haven't been able to tell. Like, uber-duper-duperty far and scary and stuff. So we really need to get some more popping power here. So what I'm going to do is, the first thing I'm going to do is pop down my extra thingamabob. I'm going to go for my 50th. And we're going to try to get the Glaive Dominance and see if this guy's going to be a level 100 Paragon. Come on. Yes, there it is. Another level 100 Paragon on the screen, guys. That's 2 of them already. We just got 2 more to go. Look at this. Level 100 and another level 100. 2 more to go, but we might not make it another 100 rounds here with our current technology and our current setup. So we got to get a little bit bigger, a little bit beefier, a little bit stronger. I think first and foremost on the screen, we've got to go for our Vengeful Temple. So that's what we're going to go for, guys. We're going to get a Vengeful Temple up nice and quick. I'm going to throw him a little bit further away from the screen than I normally would, because I think with my extra range and everything, I will be okay here. But that's going to be how we have to pop these reinforced bats. I don't think there's any way around it. We just need to get those guys. All right, guys, 212 just started, so let's get it. True Sun God, ba-bam, Shazam, Shazizzles up. We got 2 5th-tier Super Monkeys in the corner here. We did not absorb anything too ridiculous just yet, and that is going to lead to our delicious, vengeful Temple of the Monkey God. Now we're also going to go for range and epic range on this guy and let him go to town here. Look at this, Bowa! Yeah, that's not it, though. We can actually power him up quite a bit more, can't we? Indeed we can, good sirs. We can go for, you know what, we're gonna just lock this guy in place so we just overclocks him nonstop, 10 times in a row, at the very least. And on top of that, we're gonna get a second village over here, up to 4th tier. We're gonna alchemize this puppy because he can be alchemized, unlike all of the other Paragons in the game. And we're gonna get him up to another 4th tier village over here. I'm gonna make sure I get 1 more sentry bot, so we kind of keep this guy always being powered up at this point. Now, if you look, if you could time it, this is really, really nice. You can try to time it so this guy activates, and then about halfway through this one, you're going to get this one to activate. It's kind of weird, but it'll be that, like, always he's being activated instead of being trying to double activate it. It doesn't do anything. So try to time it if possible and just go with the flow on that one. You're going to see the balloons are still getting very, very far on the screen here, so surviving another 100 rounds still will not be easy for us to do. So what I might have to do is pull off something a little bit ridiculous, but I'm going to wait until it gets a little bit worse for us before I pull off that ridiculousness. And in the process, I still want to make sure that I'm trying to get all of my totems over here at least as much as possible. Even if I only get 20 or 30 or something like that, I got to try to get these guys going so I can keep it flowing. Here we go. Let's get this guy up. Boom, boom, boom. And now we're going to have basically an automatic village on this guy at pretty much all times. Life should be good for at least another 20 and 30 rounds, though, I think. Whoa, Nelly. So we are not at round 300 yet, but we're already running into some major issues here. First of all, I've had to do some step-aways here because it's been getting boring and kind of lame. So I have not been able to get all of my totems up 100% perfectly here on every single round. We're currently about 4 hours deep into this run right here. That's how insane this is getting. I've got about 35 here, I think. My math is about right, which means that's 38 right there. And then I've got about 49, 40, 41. Oh my god, the freezing. 42, 43, 44, 45. So I got about 45 right now, but we're getting to the point where we might actually lose any round here. Any round. It could happen. So I think we're going to have to finally pull off our ridiculous strategy that I was worried about, which is going to take a long time to do, but I think it's probably the best way to do it. We're going to actually get rid of Geraldo and rebuy him up to level 20. And every time you rebuy him up to level 20, you should get 2 additional tokens back in your repertoire. But we're going to have to do that, obviously, 25 times per level 100 Paragon, which means there's a lot of button pressing involved in all of this. Let's see if we can make it happen for you guys and get these guys going. First of all, we want to get our 3rd Paragon here and see if we can just kind of survive for a few more rounds before we're forced to get our 4th Paragon. And I think the Ninja is the Paragon of choice for me. As long as we... Oh, no. Oh, my God, it almost crashed there. I can't even tell what the heck's going on right now. But it looks like 292 gets... Come on. You know you want to die for me. You know you want to die bad. See how close this is, guys? It's like every single round is like this, guys. Oh, see? Every single round is like that. It's dangerous. I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm even adding some cluster cannons and crap in here to make myself able to do extra stallage and stuff. All right, so yeah, like I said, about 35 here, 5 times 7. little bit extra. So Geraldo's going to get his 46th here, so we just have to sell him twice. We're going to see how much money we're going to lose. We're at about 15 mil. So I'm hoping that I have enough money to make all this happen. And then you level him up if you want. You can do this and just go really, really quick. It's going to cost about $150,000, but I get to sell him after the fact. Oh, he doesn't get the totems? Are you kidding me? That's not good. That is not good at all. That is uber-duper not good here, guys. I'm really worried about our total success here. I don't know. It just went down a lot. All right. Well, just out of curiosity, let's see what level Paragon we're going to get in an Apex Plat. Let's do our Ninja here. Our Ascended Shadow, and just see if it's even close to 100 here. What do we got? It's only a 96. That's not going to work. Alrighty, guys. It's actually kind of nice to get a tiny baby bit of a break here. I think I've got more than 50 totems now. I believe so. And I've got all my ninjas all set up in here. So we're going to see, once we start this next round, if we can do our ninja up to what I want it to be. The only question is, where do we want to position him? I think down here is going to be fine, but honestly, I probably should put him on top of the boat. So even though this guy's got a million pops, and even though it seems like I'm losing pops, I don't think it really matters much. I'm going to put my ninja up here instead. And what I'm going to do is, I got to sell one of my ninjas, but you might think, oh crap, Chris, you're going to worry about pops now. I mean, this guy's got 12 million already. This guy's got 14 million, but check this out. Check this out. 463 million. So it really doesn't matter as long as we don't sell that guy. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to buy a Grandmaster instead. And we're going to upgrade him up to an Ascended Shadow here on round 295 and see if this is going to be my delicious level 100 Paragon. In all of its mighty glory, there he is. We've got the Ascended Shadow in action now. I'm hoping that's going to be the extra bad popping power that we really need here. But don't forget that these guys are going to get beefier and stronger as time goes on still. There's no guarantees on this kind of stuff, guys. No guarantees. I want to go. I want to get them all up to level 100, but now I'm really thinking that it might not be that easy. I want to try just selling this guy and rebuying him again and see if it was some sort of fluke or something like that. But I don't know. I don't know. Only other couple things that I can do is I'm going to be building some more temples in here. And I think if I build a support temple next to my Vengeful Temple, maybe I can get enough extra pop power out of him to kind of keep me in the game for a few more rounds. But another 50-plus rounds? That's definitely going to be tricky here. I don't know. I just don't know. But we'll play it out and see what happens. Okay, so here's where we're at, guys. Oh, man. All right, so we're at 315, and sadly, I keep losing on round 315. I've tried it a couple different ways. I've tried ultra boosting my guys a little bit differently and things like that. Obviously, you can't really change the Paragons very much, but you can make the Vengeful Temples slightly more powerful, and he is doing a majority. Maybe not a majority, but a lot of our popping power here. So, there's really not much else that I can do without starting to spam, like, whatever towers I can actually fit in here. So, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go as high as I can with my Dart Monkey here and get the Paragon and see what's going to happen. Right now, we have, I think, about 20-something totems. And that's just where it's going to have to be for now. Geraldo can't really do much else. He's just stuck with what he's got. Even if we add genies and all this other stuff, it's like so minuscule, it's just not worth it. I've tried doing a strategy where I do some sort of sell on Geraldo. So you can sell Geraldo, you can rebuy Geraldo, and I've seen it before, but I guess they've changed it. If you buy Geraldo and you upgrade him all the way up, even to level 19, obviously nothing happens here. You don't get anything for level 19, but when you upgrade to level 20, you think that you would get extra things, but you do not. It is stuck with what you had before, and that's so upsetting in a real game here. So, even though I have extra money and other extra things that I can do with my $9 million Quincy action figure, who somehow has 99,000 pops, I guess. Does he start popping things eventually? I don't understand. Either which way, this is what we've got going on right now, guys. I'm going to get my Dart Monkey up to whatever highest Paragon that I can get, and we shall just end the day on a somewhat sad note here. The Ultra Boost did end up activating kind of at a wrong time. So let's see what we can do, though. Let's see what this guy's going to end up being. It doesn't really matter which one I do, so I'm just going to do this one and put him on last so we can just kind of shoot against the wall here. And let's see what kind of level we get out of this puppy. Come on, little Paragon buddy. We get a level 90. All right. It is not a level 100. But it is what it has to be, guys. It is what it has to be. I'm a little upset by it. admittedly. But getting 3 level 100s and a level 90 all in the same game is pretty freaking awesome. Now, I gotta say, again, if you guys have not pressed the like button yet for me, please do that. This has been a wild ride. This is actually a 3 or 4 day video in the making here. That is how ridiculous this has been. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ride this out for as many rounds as it'll actually help me survive here. I want to make sure I keep on ultra boosting and sentry botting my Vengeful Temple for as long as it can last. I turned it off for a second. I want to do it on the Vengeful Temple. And then we're going to make sure we sentry bot this guy. We're going to ride this out for the whatever amount of rounds that we can survive here. I hope we can make like 325 or something like that. But it's definitely not going to be all that much. Even getting this Apex Plasma Master does not mean that much for us. He's got 28 million. Oh, dang, he's got 28 million pops already. That's pretty wild. I got to admit it. And you can see it just riding super duper high here. But these bads are just powerful. And no matter what you do, you just can't get them to be all powerful. I could probably add some more temples and things like that, but I'm not even sure if it's worth it to try to go any higher on this run. I think we're just going to ride, I keep saying this, but we are like ride the pony into the sunset for you guys. Wherever it leads us. See how far these bads can go. And there, oh yeah, see, I think that bad was getting all the way over here. It's hard to tell, but getting all the way over here is just shredded redonkulous. Oh dang, look at this, 315? No. Even with an Apex Plasma Master? Even with an Apex Plasma Master? 2 more? Come on, help me beat at least 1 more round, little Apex buddy. 1 more round. 325 is what I thought I was going to get, and 0 extra. What? Even with a level 90 Paragon, Apex Paragon? What? Dang. All right. Well, there it is. Pop count, 28. 21. Oh, God, what is that? Is that 27 million? That's 21 billion. 27,753,075. Dang. With 331 towers placed. And almost 2,000 abilities used. And there it is, guys. There's no point in continuing anymore. 315 is not as high as I'd like to go. But I felt like I went pretty deep on this. I built a bunch of temples, built support temples around my Vengeful Temple, and got 4 Paragons up to very, very high here. This is just a hard game to go late game on now. It's going to be tough, guys. But if you enjoyed, again, press the like button for me. Don't forget to subscribe. And, of course, have a super duper delicious day.